Alright guys, we're just going to talk real quick about this March Madness kind of Google Sheets programming here. So the first thing I want to show you is what it's supposed to do. And then I'll show you kind of how to program it. So first and foremost, you need to enter your picks for each individual game down here. So Michigan State versus Texas Tech, I'm going to enter this one. I think Michigan State's going to win. So I'm going to enter Michigan State. So fill in these three picks right here. Down here is your final pick. Second thing to understand is that up here in the shaded area here is the actual outcome. So we can't fill it in until they play the game. All right. Third thing, point values. It's for semifinal games. So these are the two semifinal games. If you pick them correctly, you get 10 points per game picked correctly. For a final pick, you get 15 points. So if you pick the final or the champion, you get 15 points. Okay? So what we want to happen is when they play the games, we want to be able to just go up here and type in the winner and have it auto-update your points down here when you type this in. Okay? When you type in the winner. Same thing here. Watch the points as I type this in. Watch the points down here. I thought Virginia was going to win. And if Virginia actually wins, then it auto-updates the points down here. The other thing to notice is that as I'm auto-updating the points down here, we want to program this cell to be the total points that you've accumulated so far. Okay. So what happens if Virginia doesn't win? So if I put Auburn in here, watch the points. It should spit out a 0 because I didn't make the same pick because this cell right here doesn't match with who the actual winner was up here. So what we want to do is if I type in the winner here for the champion, it should update my points in this slot right here if I guessed it correctly. And it does. So that's the goal for this. So I'm going to show you the programming and I'm going to show you relatively quickly. You can pause the video or rewind the video if you're struggling with it. So first things first, make your picks. So again, I'm going to choose Michigan State and Virginia as my winners. And then my final pick is going to be Michigan State. So make your picks. Second thing, the only thing that we're programming here are these two cells, this cell, and then this cell. Okay, so when we go to program this, basically what we want it to do is if this cell, B15, matches the actual winner, then we want it to spit out 10 points. So let's look at what happens. The IFS is the conditional command. So this is how I enter multiple conditional statements. So the condition is if this cell where I enter my pick matches, or mathematically we say equals, this cell where we're going to enter the actual winner, we want the points to be 10 points. And that's the first part. This is the if. If this thing happens, then we get 10 points. Comma, here comes another if statement. If my cell, or my pick, does not match or does not equal, and we're talking about in class, this is how we say does not equal in Excel. That's the symbol that's used. So we want our cell to not equal what actually happened. And what should Google Sheets spit out? Well, you don't get any points if you didn't get it right. So that's the programming. This is the entire string that you need to enter. And that will program that cell so that when we go up here, Michigan State wins, it'll spit out 10 points. If Texas Tech wins, it'll keep it at 0. Okay. This one right here is pretty much the same. It's just different picks. So different cells. So we're going to enter, when they play the game, we're going to enter the actual winner in this cell. So we want to match up this cell right here, G8 in this case, with our picks, B16, and we want to compare those. And so if our pick, so we need an if statement, so equals IFS. if our pick for that game, E16, matches with G8, the actual winner, then we get 10 points. If our cell does not match, and that's where this kind of weird little symbol, this is not equals, that's what Google Sheets reads when you enter those two. So if our cell does not equal the actual winner, then we don't get any points. And that should program that cell. So that if we go up here, if we pick Auburn, or if Auburn actually wins but we picked Virginia, it better spit out a 0. If we enter Virginia, then it better spit out a 10. Okay. This one's programmed very similarly. It's just that we're going to compare this cell to this cell. So I'll let you guys do that on your own. Last one is total points. And hopefully you kind of caught on to how to program this one. So total points is going to be the points that you got for these two cells and this cell all combined. So if I'm going to enter that, all I'm going to do is I want this cell to equal this guy plus this guy plus this guy, and that's it. So when I go up here, if I got them all right, I better get what, 10, 20, 35 points. So there's Michigan State. It auto-updated my 10 points down here. Virginia goes and wins this game. Got 10 points from that, and now I've got 20 total points. And then the champion, Michigan State. Oh, I didn't code that, but I'm going to let you guys code that. It should auto-update 15 and then auto-update down here for 35.